I am so happy to see y'all back together for what, the 5th time now on screen.
Six maybe.
Sixth time now?
But I'm wondering, what male-female co-star combination of, let's just say, like 80s, 90s, 2000s
Sure.
has been in more movies than we have?
I'm trying to think. Off the top of my head, I can't think of one.
Maybe Drew and
Adam.
Adam, maybe.
Yeah.
Nice poll. Somebody got a full 8 last night.
I got some sleep last night.
Yeah, you know, well, speaking of Drew, I just was talking to, I love her, she's my sister. I was just talking to her today, and Drew and I were talking about this, and we wondered, I have the question, is it the one, because for so long people thought you were gonna be a bachelor forever.
People thought. I thought.
You thought.
I didn't think.
You knew always that he would find the one?
He has too
Yes.
much heart and soul of like just truth and goodness to not find the one.
Is it the woman who changes you, or is it you that change for the woman?
Amal walked in the room and I was clearly done. You know. I mean, you were that way with Danny, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go, then it's the woman. It's the woman. It's the woman.
Oh, come on.
You've got to be kidding me.
Excuse me, ma'am. I need to sit somewhere else. We used to be married.
Worst 19 years of my life.
We were only married for 5.
I'm counting the recovery.
Did you read the script first, or did you say it's Julia and I'm in first with this movie?
It was together. The whole thing is kismet, really, because I get sent scripts that get lost in the shuffle or that I don't have time to read for weeks, or, you know, and this came and it was just, I got it sort of, and I was like, oh, I can sit down and read this right now. And we kind of read it at the same time, and we reached out to each other at the same time and said, you know, I'll do it if you do it. And then to go from there to actually it working out, I mean, it's really kind of miraculous.
I thought I could only do it if it's Julia. And I think we both felt the same way. So it was one of those things where we thought, well, let's give it a go. And then everything sort of fell into place.
Is kissing each other really ridiculous?
I preferred kissing you when you didn't have a beard.
I have a beard now because, you know, I shave in the morning and it grows by the afternoon.
He's so manly.
Yeah,
He's such a brute.
Yeah, the testosterone is shocking. Yeah, you should see my back. Oh yeah, all hair. You guys, the guy's back, pretty impressive, isn't it? Yeah.
Did you get that mental picture too?
Can. Looks like a.
That's gonna be returning all day.
It's gonna ride back up on it.
If I'm being honest though, I gotta call him out. My producer Andy just said he's starting to get the salt and peppers, and he said one morning, I wish I just woke up and looked like George Clooney, like it was done.
Who's that, you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you look good though. You look bad.
And if you think you're the first man who ever said, I wish I could just wake up and
look like George Clooney,
you've got another thing coming.
Right.
Yeah, it is that scary thing though, where I was watching the first time we watched the film. It was a sort of a rough cut of the film, and there's a shot where I'm like walking through the airport, and it's just a big crowd of people, and I literally see this old gray-haired guy, and I was like, who's that? And it's like, oh, that's me.
Shut up.
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute. I mean, you don't really see, you know, like the back of your head and stuff. I was pretty surprised at that.
You're okay.
In my mind,
58 back there.
In my mind, I want to go to the dance.
58 back there.
58 back there.
Nice.
That was good. I almost missed
Nice.
it. That was good.
Cut off 3 years.
I'm praying for an asteroid.
In my mind, the dance scene, I had a different version of how I saw you all grooving.
How did that go?
Well,
What did we do?
The movie kind of spoiled a little bit for me. I see you guys. I know you. I know
Tango.
you can dance. I know you can dance.
I don't like to brag.
You shouldn't, really. I've seen her dance too. Yeah. I would think a little tango, wouldn't you? Like a little.
Yes.
A little something. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are you really like on the dance floor, the two of you?
Unstoppable.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're gonna be.
Like waking up the next day and you go, oh, why does my neck hurt? Why does my back hurt? And you.
Yeah. We were gonna get on all those shows, dancing with the schmucks. That's what we're gonna do.
He did get 8 hours last night. He's put on all cylinders.
No, I drink starting early in the morning, and then it's how it's.
So right in that cup, I knew it.
Yeah.
I saw
He
it.
comes with his own coffee.
Here, let me have a quick sip of coffee.
Special coffee, special coffee. But I did like this. Was that improvised or was it in the script?
There was nothing.
There was nothing that was written down.
Nothing.
Yeah.
They actually had a choreographer who came by, and the look of horror in her face.
When she saw what we could
When
really
she
do,
saw what we
were
were
like,
doing.
"Oh, we've got this."
Yeah, it was
we're-
really funny. She goes, "So let me work on a couple of moves," and we're like, "We got it." And the same look on the other actor's face
When we
when we
performed
started.
for
They were
them.
just like,
I was here for it. I was here all hyped for it.
Mr. and Mrs. Cotton, I welcome you to my country and soon to my home.
Mrs. Cotton is his mother. You can just call me Georgia.
Oh, as you wish, Georgia.
"Yeah, I'm good with Mr. Cotton."
So the movie is definitely, themed around something your daughter wants to do that maybe you guys don't think is the greatest idea. When you look back at your life and you think about, I was thinking about this during the movie, the things that my mama told me not to do that I wanted to do and how she was right every damn time. Is there something you all think about and say, yeah, they told me not to do it and I did it anyway?
Mixing grain and grape. My father told me never to do that. And they couldn't be more right, because it starts the next day is painful, right? You guys know that. You
you're
don't you have
messing up.
wine and then it's terrible.
It's true.
I don't know. What are things that your family told you to do or not do?
Well, I don't know about saying don't do that. I don't, but I do know that when I first moved to New York City, when I was 17 and I got there and there were so many people, it was all so fast, and my sister who I was living with was so busy with school and her friends, and so just going to the ATM, I had to really muster up the courage to get across all those avenues to get my $20 bill and then run back to the apartment. And at one point I called her and said, I don't think this place is for me. I think I'm gonna come on back home. And she said, I don't think that's a good idea. And at the time I
Really?
just thought, what?
Wow, that's
I think she
kinda
thought,
neat.
Yeah, that
listen,
is kinda
I've
cool.
gotten
She
you
just didn't
guys
want you
out-
back in the
yeah,
house.
I got one to go, so
Yeah,
I don't
you're
want
out.
you guys boomeranging.
Yeah.
And thank goodness.
Yeah, what a good thing.
Thank
I got
goodness
luggage for my
you.
18th
Good for me.
You got luggage.
I did.
That's
My mother
hysterical.
was like, happy birthday.
Really? Because
Yeah.
my parents were like, I think my father was like, "You're not smart enough to be an actor," which of course has never been a prerequisite.
That's an interesting thing to say.
I think he knew how hard it was to succeed, and I think he thought I would be disappointed, so he sort of said, "Don't do it." And
Trying to spare you.
He was trying to not talk me out of it, which
Thankfully.
well, he didn't, but that's what parents would do, and he was trying to do the right thing.
Okay, just because we can never let this dream fade away, so just indulge me for 1 second. If we could get Tess and Danny back one more time, where are they? What are they doing?
That is for keeping me in the dark. And that is making me a master thief.
Robin Banks,
Yeah.
Bonnie and Clyde kind of stuff.
Well, that's
No.
that's too violent.
Oh, see, I'm going violent. She's going like PG.
No,
13.
clever. No, I'm going clever. We're sneaky ninja thieves.
We want to do like an Ocean's 14 where we're just all really old, and everything we try to do, we throw our backs out.
Yeah, we retired. We're trying to train for one last.
Danny's getting hip replacement.
Oh my! Let's go get just getting out of the chair, you throw your back.